Patrick, and I'm the director of Archer Hall.
I'm James Yates, and I am the director in Seiler Hall.
Today we're going to be talking about your responsibilities as an RA in the office. Let's talk about your duties. When you're opening up the office, there's 3 things you need to do. Start the office report, which you'll hear is called the OR, and then you'll also need to check the email or the physical mail, and then lastly, check in with your RHD on duty. During the shift, you need to walk the halls about every 30 minutes to check the well-being of the dorm and then see if people are complying with the open house policies. Deliver the mail and post memos, notify residents of upcoming events on campus or in the dorm, update your RHD on significant events, and record any events. When you're closing the office, change the on-duty director signs, check in with the RHD on duty, and lock the office. Let's talk about professionalism. Appearance. Wear your Res Life shirt with jeans or khakis. No leggings, exercise clothes, or sweatpants. Appropriate length shorts are acceptable. Demeanor. Live out the mission of UC along with Res Life's mission, building authentic Christian community. Be reliable. Report and work under the on-duty RHD. And engage. Engage in ongoing communication with the residents, your staff members, the RHD, and the Dean of Student Life. And lastly, confidentiality. Maintain strict confidentiality of any information, report, or record related to any UC student. Utilize student information only for the intended legitimate purpose. And this could be something as simple as not sharing information about a parking ticket. But you'll hear more examples whenever you get back to campus.
We're going to talk about on-call shifts. You will have on-call shifts, and you are required to be in the building unless you go to the CAP for lunch. You can take the phone with you. Make sure you have your on-call name on your on-call sign with the phone with you at all times, and then you'll have one night a week. So do not nap during your day shift or shower because you might miss a call. Your on-call requirements is that you need to assist residents with any needs. They'll call it, for example, residents lock themselves out of the room. You need to escort maintenance every once in a while if this includes the vending machine. People handle any problems that might arise, examples of overflowing toilets, printer running out of ink, etc. like that. Very easy job descriptions.
You'll be on mail duty at least one time a year. First, go to the housing office between 3:30 and 4:30 p.m. to collect mail that is to be distributed to your gender-appropriate residence hall. Secondly, distribute it to halls immediately. Call the person on call and give it to them unless instructed otherwise. A few tips. Call the housing office to see if there's any mail to be distributed. And secondly, set a reminder on your phone because forgetting mail duty will result in Res Life write-up points.
We will have staff meetings one time a week. This is a required event with your RHD. This is a vital part of your job. It is something that we're not going to rush through, and so keep your schedule clear for this assigned time, and your RHD will assign this per week. During these meetings, we can occasionally, you might be asked to come in at some point in time for a whole Res Life meeting, so the entire Res Life staff can get together and have a meeting occasionally, but you'll be let known before time to schedule accordingly. Every other week we have what's called an HSI, which is a health and safety inspection. This is required for the entire staff to be present for to check every single room, and it's going to be on the same night as your staff meeting.
Sometimes you'll have to work the weekends. Here's the rundown. Each RA is required to work 4 to 5 weekends a semester. Each building's rotation may vary though. During this weekend, RAs are required to stay within the limits of London to Jellicoe when they are not working. There will be on-call and in-office shifts just like on the work week. And there will be 2 to 3 RAs per weekend. The commitment of being a RA. If you have a second job, work study, Walmart, etc., you have to file this with the Dean of Student Life through Student Services. There is no limit on how much you are able to work, provided you are meeting all requirements of your RA position. Your second job is just that, a second job. Therefore, RAs should put in all the obligations of the RA position before any other forms of employment. The second job form is on the housing portal.
I'm going to talk about the RA commitment and priorities. The RHDs will work to ensure that you are not scheduled during any of your class meetings. We'll do our best, but can't guarantee that RAs will not be scheduled during social events or ministry opportunities, so make sure that you stay flexible with that. And RAs should be fully aware of their work schedules and should make any required changes promptly. And so let your RHD know if there's any schedule conflicts. With responsibility also comes consequences if that responsibility is not handled, and so there is a write-up policy. This ensures that all of ResLife staff members are being held accountable. It increases efficiency and effectiveness. It works by a point system, and each violation is worth different points depending on the severity of the infraction, and it can lead to termination if misbehavior continues and 5 points are attained. There are different types of write-ups, and this includes but is not limited to a missed on-call shift, missed office shift, late to work, which is a pattern of events, visitors in the office for too long, switching shifts last minute or for no reason, and this is also a patterned event, non-professional attire, poor attitude on duty, and negligence, which includes being unresponsive to work because of homework or technology, and there's different points per write-up. Well, congrats. Now let's get started on that RA agreement form.